Oh yeah, hey. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another wonderful cooking show with me. What we're going to be doing today is making my favourite dish. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. If you don't like the content, I'm sorry. I apologise deeply from within my soul. Get your whiteboard of dreams out. Come on, girl. She's still very wobbly. What I'm going to make, people always ask me on social media, they're like going, if you could eat any dish before you die, what would it be? Mainly it's lasagna, because I love lasagna. But favourite dish to make and to prepare, I suppose, is chicken, romesco, depends on it. Reload! Romesco. Oh! Absolute rips. And greens. Right, I know this sounds very boring, but I think deep down inside my soul, I'm like a very simple, basic So for the chicken, I've got a lovely, it's corn-fed chicken, that, corn-fed, £10. Does that taste way better than the other stuff? Yes. Has it probably had a nice life? Yes, it's been fed corn. So we're gonna break down a chicken, break down. How's my handwriting got better, or has it got worse? We're gonna break down a chicken, very nice. I'm just gonna use the breast, I'll have the legs for later on. Romesco, burnt peppers, garlic, garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of chili through there. Some almonds, should be sherry vinegar. I ain't got any. I'm just gonna use some of my wonderful apple cider vinegar and a little bit of olive oil. But it talks about the wonderful levels of sort of like smoky, and then the balance of sweetness of the peppers, and then the acidity of the vinegar, and the bitterness of the oil. Oh, it's just, and then greens, because we all need a bit of health in our life. And I'll show you a little thing that I always do. Again, it's not revolutionary, but it's fun. Let's go. Right, so I'm just going to burn some peppers. Just put them on. You can do this on the grill, but I don't think you get the same kind of hit. And then I'm going to burn a chili as well. Chilies don't normally go through a romesco, but you know what? I like a little bit of heat just to sort of make me feel alive. So chicken prep, very simple. It's like take the two legs off, take the breast off. People do take the wishbone off, but I'm like, hey, you know what? If you're going to turn it into a stock, might as well leave a little bit of meat on there just for absolute giggles so it tastes nice. First step, I always think of this, it looks like a bit like a ball bag or your elbow skin. Now, if we can see in here, basically the first cut is very delicate because you want to go into this joint, right? You don't want to be hacking through because that's the thigh meat in there, so you don't want to chop all the way through. Now, reveal the innards, flip the old girl over. Now, if you give it a wiggle, like, you know, moving your arm like this, you'll see this joint here. There's a wonderful piece of meat here called the oyster. Now, if you leave that in, you can just like eat it later on, so don't panic too much. But all I like to do is if you kind of draw a line down the middle like that, so you know, then you've got your oyster, which kind of goes around like this, and then you're gonna kind of take this part here. This knife is sharp, Clement knives. Wiggle, 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 put your finger on the joint here and just pop, right? That's the joint done. Then all you need to do is kind of trace this line. So just go slowly and inspect as you go. Go, oh, hello. God, there's a little bit of meat there. I might take that with me. Yeah, great. Yeah, lovely. When you're doing butchery, you hold the knife completely differently. You don't hold it like this, like you're stabbing in. You kind of come in so you can hold on to the blade a little bit, like flat fingers like this, so you can get nice and in delicate cuts. So run through, you kind of go across, scoop around. There you go. One leg is off. Left a little bit on there, but who cares? Not me. Right, it's the same on the other side. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Before we tackle the breasticles, let's give these a flip. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Nice burn, nice char. That is done. Look at the state of that already. Okay, so on this thigh, this line here, this lovely little fatty line, put your knife on there, go gently, just break the skin, and then you'll see, look, investigate, wibble, wobble, find it, there it is. Straighten it out, straight through. One thigh, one drumstick. Do the same on the other one, straight through. Right, let's put these to one side. Where should we put these? One side. Where's the one side? One side can be here. Nice and simple. What I want you to take away from this point here is that the chicken moves. The old girl does spin around. You can roll around, you can flip her over. Because what I've seen when I've taught people this before is they're like doing it back, to, like crossed over hands. So, nice white line right down the middle here. Just very delicately with your knife, nice long stroke. It will fall to one side naturally, right? Because you can't cut straight down through that bone. Get your fingers in there, just stick a finger in there and have a little feel. Tip of the knife, remember? Delicate. Pull the meat, create tension, slide. Delicate. There's no need to hack away at it. Nice and gentle. There we go. There's the wishbone that if we had taken it out, it would have been a lot easier, but who cares? Pull a little bit and use the tension. Now, as it gets down to this stage, it's one of those things you just need to go, where am I? Oh yeah, there's a wing. Great. I'll just trim around that. Fantastic. What I don't want you doing is this. Oh, okay, no. Chicken. The chicken moves. It doesn't matter if you go through. I'll cut through just for a laugh. Look, oh no, I've gone through. It's okay. Tip of the knife, nice and delicate. Get down to that wing bone, which is there. Just trim round, trim, 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 trim. There we go. And then these wings, again, it's just a game of investigation. There's the joint, right? Very simple. Kind of move it. Oh, she wants to come off. Yeah, great. Same on the other side. Fantastic. Those wings are wicked, aren't they? No one ever really likes the wing tip, so you can just trim that bit off there. Go through this joint. Very simple. We all know where the joint is. There's your 2 wings. Let's cook those up and eat them. Same in this one. Just find it. You don't have to go too hard. Look, I've missed it. Oh no, what am I doing? It's all right. Don't panic. Investigate. Pop it. There we go. A little bit further up. Okay. Wing, 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 tip, tip. Look, this is the meat. There's the wishbone there. That's the meat that you would have got off. But we're going to roast this up and use it for a stock. So a little bit of extra flavour in there. Who cares? Not me. I'm going to stick these just on there like that. Tickle of lube, just a teeny bit of salt. There we go. You got a little chef's treat. Right, I'm going to have the breast. These other ones we're going to put away. Check you're happy with the skin. Are you happy with the skin? Do you want to trim a little bit off? There we go. Lovely. Going to pop a pan on. Have a little clean down. Just wash my board and I'll be back. This is fun, isn't it? Hey, I'm back. Right, so I've got some flaked almonds here, which I'm just going to put into like a lukewarm pan. Normally you would use blanched almonds, but I ain't got any, so I'm just using what I have. So I'm just going to toast those a little bit. Now my gas stove is starting to make some weird noises, and I don't know if I trust it. So what I've done is I've charred them. They're pretty charred, but they still feel like they're not as cooked as I'd like them to be. So I'm just going to turn that off so I don't die today. And I'm going to sling these in the oven. Developing flavours. If you just put these in now, almonds do taste of something, but they're not the nicest when they're raw. So if you toast them, brings out that kind of like nice little nuttiness. So we're doing levels of flavour. Burn the pepper, toast the almonds, got the sherry vinegar, bit of olive oil. Oh, smoked paprika, a little bit of chilli. Salt and pepper. People sometimes ask me about simple things you do in kitchens, like how to toss a pan. Do you ever see Jamie Oliver teach that? Shuffle everything down the end. All you're doing is this motion. Whoa, motion in the ocean. So shuffle, you're flicking up and pulling back. So you chuck it up in the air and then you just catch it. Toss it. Lovely. Right, they're done for me. Get those in there. Lovely. Okay, nice and simple. I'm just going to go a little bit of salt. Well, we said a little bit of too much. It's kosher salt. Calm down, everyone. Just going to go a tickle of lube. That's it. And then, because the pan is relatively low heat, just going to render that fat, because that fat is wonderful. So we just want to render it down. Just a little touch. A little pinch of salt on this side. Right, we're going to let that sizzle away for a bit, and then we'll be back in a little bit. So, no need to have a ripping hot pan, as I said. Look at this. Just nice and crispy. I'm just going to give it just a tiny little seal on the other side. I'm not too bothered. I'm actually not bothered at all. I'm going to leave it skin side down and then pop this in the oven. We'll talk about temperatures. Let's do this. Get this pan over here. You and Gil. You go over there. Whoop, whoop. Sip. This is Cavolo Nero. Sounds fancy. It's just not. As I always say, blanch and refresh. It is a technique that you can utilise even if you're cooking something for now to eat, because what it does is it keeps your veggies beautiful and green, because if you was just to boil this up and eat it, yeah, it'll be all right. But what you want to do, boil it up, you know, you've got nothing on at the minute, have you? Prep it, and then you just can like warm it up with a little bit of butter. Right, you go in there, bit of salt. Oh, bit of salt, yeah, mate. Go on, season your food. Oh my God, you're so used to eating bland food, you can't even cook anything without. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Now these stalks, everyone's gonna be like, ow, f***, that was hot. That was zero waste, mate. These things, they taste like bitter greens. If you've got a suggestion for something to do with them, tell me. For me, compost that. Okay, these don't take long at all. Like I said, we're literally just blanching. Bum, 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 bum. Because the more you boil, the more the colour's going to come out of them. They're going to go soft, you're going to break down the cell structure, they're going to go mushy and rank. But we want nice vibrante, Beyonce greens. Right, peppers are here. Feel they've just gone a bit soft. Just chuck a towel over them. Would put a bit of cling film, but I can't be bothered. These are done. I'm going to drain these, run them under cold water until they're cold. All right, ladles and jelly spoons, how are we? We're almost there. So I've got the old robo out for the romesco, but let's talk chicken. How do you get a moist bird? That's just moist. The bit where everyone goes wrong is they panic about chicken, okay? If you panic with chicken and you're poking it and you're cutting it open to see if it's cooked all the way through, you're gonna have a terrible bird, trust me. I think British health and safety is 75 degrees Celsius, right? Basically, if you work in a restaurant and they say, can you probe the chicken? It's gotta be over 72, 75 degrees. The resting temperature will take it up to about 80, and then that's safe to eat. Now that's just like big, sort of like cover your back, cover your kind of cooking, right? I'm a happy man at 65 degrees, right? What I always say about residual cooking temperatures, it applies across so many things in cooking, and this is what will make your food amazing, right? Let's just take this lovely Cavolo Nero, for example. If I was to carry on cooking this or boiled it away and just left it, residual cooking temperature, what's gonna happen? It's gonna carry on cooking and that's gonna go mushy, weird, bitter, all the structure's gonna go and it's gonna be rank. Refresh it in ice cold water, stops the process, no residual cooking. Residual cooking is basically where something cooks, it goes like this, oh yeah, and then you take it out of the oven here. It doesn't just go, oh, thank you, done, no, finished, that's it, I've had enough now. No, 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 no. That goes, oh yeah, and it cooks slower, obviously. This is 180 degrees. This is room temperature, so everything's gonna slow down, but it's gonna carry on cooking. About 4 to 5 degrees. So if you take it to 65 degrees, let it rest, it will come up to about 70 degrees. Trust me, man, you'll get a moist bird, and that's what we all want. Get yourself a temperature probe, and we'll probe away. Right, I'm just gonna have to get this over the health and safety nightmare. Oh. So let's check the old bird and have a go, see what's going on. The oven's at 180, still raw, I can see it. 35 degrees, chicken sashimi. Don't do this. Okay, let's do the romesco. Right, so I am one of those people that's not 100% bothered about having some flecks of the burnt bit through it, because I think that's like flavour, I think it's character. Now, if you're using whole almonds, unlike these, what I would say to do is to give it like a gentle waz just to start off with, just so you don't completely waz it to pieces, trying to sort of break those bits up. And with dishes like this, I just love the lesson in it. That's why I always say take a step back and have a think. If you care about cooking, you will think about things. Now, romesco, peppers, in all of their different colours have different flavour profiles. The red ones are like the fully matured bad boys, and these are going to taste a little bit sweetness, right? When you roast things, what naturally, that's hot. What happens? The sweetness comes out. So it's the balance of sweetness, which is going to come from these peppers, and then you're going to have the bitter notes from the olive oil, the acidity from the vinegar, and then it's just going to be a playful game of garlic, smoked paprika, and off we go. Right, so that's 2 peppers, bibbidi-boo. Been sent this stuff, Citizens of Soil. This oil is unreal. This is their refillable, like when you're on their olive oil program. So don't be shy, Mum and Dad won't. Sherry vinegar is the Bobby Didgeridge. But I'm going to go in with some of my apple cider vinegar because I love it. So a good glug. As I said, I like mine a little bit rustic. Not that it's completely wazzed into an oblivion. Oh yeah. Think no salt has gone into this. I've had the acidity, I've added the olive oil, and you'll probably taste it and go, oh, it's a bit acidic. Yeah, obvious. So, nice pinch of salt. Have a taste. Taste it. Understand what is going on. What's this one? This is the sweet paprika, about a tablespoon, I'd say. Garlic. Probably like half a clove in. I mean, these things, you take it wherever you... Got the chilli as well, haven't we? You take it wherever you want. If you like it to be punchy with garlic, stick more in there. It's your dish, mate. Remember, you can always add, but you can't take away. That's half a clove. Right, have a go. Oh, I'm going to do such a lazy job on this chilli. Badly done. In you go. Right, last little pop on that. That chili's got a bit of... It is so good. Taste, balance, understand. I've done this like quite a few times, so I understand how much to throw in, but start small, little bits in, taste, little bits in, taste, blash. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back in town. If checking the temperature, check the fat bit, don't check the thin bit. If you stick it down there, you're gonna go, oh, it's cooked, and you'll die. Stick it in the fat end. Right, 67 degrees, baby. So I'm gonna take that out. Now remember, I'm gonna use this pan for cooking the greens, but it is gonna be hot. It's been in the oven. All of this lovely little, what do they call it, fond that's left at the bottom of the pan is flavour. The other thing that I've been doing is I've been smoking absolutely everything. Not the old stuff. Oh, just been smoking things. This is burnt butter that I've smoked. I've got a little smoker. Don't know if you saw it with Ben Slater's video. And all we do is just stick things in there and just let them go for a little bit. I'll have a little taste of this. I love smoky things. Cook what you love, and I love smoky things. So I'm just gonna stick a bit of that in. This garlic was half the garlic that I used for the romesco. I'm just gonna slice this up. Remember what I said about timings? You've got like 5 minutes while that is resting to sort your veg out. So, just gonna put this on a low heat, let it sort of tickle away. I'm gonna show you this now. It came out at 65 degrees, but I filmed it at 67 just for you internets. It's already gone up to 70.5, 70.7. So you see, that's just gonna keep tickling over. It's resting, those juices, all of those fibers have been like this, and now they've gone, Think of it as like a balloon, right? If you have a water balloon and you blow it up and you pop it, it's just gonna go, right? If you have a, it's just such a bad analogy, a water balloon and you like let it out and it relaxes and you try and pop it, it's not gonna pop very much, is it? It's just gonna trickle out, trickle out. Get this veg. Right, so look, here's my Beyonce. As you saw, blanched it for 30 seconds, refreshed it in nice water, and now I've just left it, squeezed out the water. I'm just gonna pop it in the back. In you go, with the burnt butter. Oh, I thought I had some lemons. Classic. I ain't got any lemons. Lemon was my little tip. Be wonderful in that. Oh, I know this sounds really dull to you, but I'm coming back. Here we go. 72 degrees now. What's that? 5, 6, 7. 7 degrees it's rolled up to. Now remember, here's so many lessons. You've cooked these greens, right? You put in salted water, lovely. Have you tasted that on its own before diving in and seasoning it straight away? Maybe not. Have a taste. Did you ever season the water? I might have. Oh my God, that smoked butter. Oh, right, just a teeny pinch of salt. We are almost there. Crank that on a high heat now because we are ready. Let's put a blob of this. Just gonna stuff my greens in the middle. Oh no, carbohydrates. Yeah, maybe I don't want any today. Here's our chicken bones. That's what you want, that kind of color. That is flavor. If you don't do that, you won't have any flavor. Right, chicken breast. She's stopped at 72 degrees. That's 7 degrees. How do you like yours? I like mine. Big chunks, sort of on the angle. Look how juicy that is. She's actually dripping. On like that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my favorite dish. Without doubt, because it is a wonderful balance. Sweet, smoky, acidity. Oh, it's just so good. And that chicken, come on, man. Oh, I would eat that every day. Oh, that romesco, it's got a nice little smoky, it's got such a bit of kick to it because that chili, just one little chili. Those greens with the smoked butter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do like these videos, please like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. We're growing slowly, baby. It's one of those things, isn't it? The more money we make from this, the more videos we can churn out. Maybe I'll get a team. Oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? It's just me, not old me. I'm Francis. Love you all. Bye-bye.